Hello, my name is Chris Kays. I am a professor of psychology here at George Fox University, and this is Psych 150 George Fox Digital. We look at it as Psych 150 GFD. I'm excited to invite you to this course and to introduce you to the assignment, kind of basic flow as we get onto Canvas and look at how the course is outlined. So let me jump to that and I'll share my screen of the Canvas course so that you can see what we are talking about. So you should be able to see our Canvas course here, and I hope that that makes some sense to you. This is our general psych Canvas course, Psych 150 George Fox Digital. And on this first page, this is called your home page or your landing page, you're going to find all sorts of resources, including a course calendar here. You can see that it's going to show you some assignments. In fact, you can go down here and say, oh my gosh, there's an assignment coming up. And if you go for the next month, you can see all sorts of information here. You can actually add other courses and you can see all your stuff that way. But let's just stick with this class and we'll go back to our homepage. It also gives you a to-do list and you can see the upcoming assignments that are important in this first week in this class. But I want to show you this first page. There's actually going to be a video right in here as soon as we get done with this one. And I want to show you that we've got resources right up here. How to get a hold of me, email me. If you ever have questions, I'm quick to respond. You'll get a response within 24 hours, usually sooner than that. Please make sure you keep your notifications on in Canvas so you can get the announcements because I'll be sending weekly announcements reminding you of what's upcoming and occasionally sharing some videos to give you specific instructions. And then there's a link to the Meet the Professor page that gives you more information. I might add new pics. Here's a video to give you a little more detail about me and my background. But here's the key components, 5 things to get you sorted out. There's a syllabus and it shows that I'm the instructor. Here's the key components for resources, the academic integrity, policies, and then also services for disability and accessibility. We want to support your learning here. The next thing I want to point out under number 3 is the modules. There's a link over here, and you'll see that those modules actually are going to give you what's upcoming. And in fact, in this class, there's an orientation to Canvas and then a welcome to the course. You'll see the entire textbook is actually free. It's an open source, open tax textbook, and it's really actually well done and accessible. I think you'll find you have all sorts of resources through that. And so you'll actually have the chapter by chapter available in each module, but you have the whole textbook right there. There's one assignment that you have the first 10 weeks to decide when you're going to do that, and that's going to be meeting with me. Now, when you meet with me, it's going to be virtual primarily. If you are on campus or would like to meet in person, we can make that available. We can do that individually, or if there's you and a couple of friends from this class that would like to do it, we can do it that way. But you do get to meet with me once, and that fulfills this assignment, meet with the professor. I'll show you how to sign up for that in a little bit. When we get to week 1, you can see there's that chapter 1 in your textbook, but it also shows you the assignments. And I want to make sure that you're aware that we have a regular weekly rhythm for this semester. So let's go back to the home page because I've outlined the regular weekly rhythm to pay attention to. And that's here, the suggested weekly rhythm. So each week, you'll have consistent assignments. The first assignment of each week is due on Monday. You have that first day to get it done. And it's a preview assignment. And it's simple, but it's intentional. The point here is, what is it that I hope to learn this week? I want you to have the opportunity to shape your learning in this course so that it sets you up for success toward your future. Regardless of what your major is, you need to author your learning. And I want to be a part of helping you with that with these assignments. So the preview assignment is not complicated, but it's for you to really shape where you're interested in with that chapter's content. Then you'll have weekly reading from specifically the textbook. And then you'll have a couple of recorded lectures from me for most of the chapters. There's 1 week where you'll have a podcast instead, and then you'll have a weekly discussion with your classmates. And you'll see this under discussions, and they are going to have prompts. You'll make a post in your responses, and then you'll be responding to a small group of people that you will read their post and respond with them in that discussion. There's also this thing called a chapter connection assignment, and I'll show you what that looks like when we get back to week number 1. And that's where you're going to make connections with my recorded lectures from that week and another resource. So make sure you watch carefully for what that looks like in about a minute. And then the chapter quiz is part of that. And there could be unique chapter assignments or weekly assignments that you'll see come up. And then there's a follow-up assignment. So we have a preview assignment that's what do you want to learn about? And the follow-up assignment is, did you get your question answered? Did you learn what you thought you were going to do it? I do have specific assignment due dates, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays, but you can do the assignments as they fit within your schedule as long as you meet that final due date. I have a suggested approach, but you will know what works for you. So look at those assignments and the schedule and find out what looks good for you. Let's go back to our modules, and we'll go down to module number week 1. And you'll see here, again, the weekly reading. And I've actually, in the first 2 to 3 weeks, I've outlined all of the assignments, and you can click on each one and it'll show you directly to that assignment. But in this module, it also has them listed here. So there's that preview assignment, the class discussion, but here's that connection assignment. This is going to have you connect content from my lectures over chapter 1 with one of these resources. So each week in the module, I will provide you 3 or more resources, and you choose one. You could choose the TED Talk or this video or these other resources. You review that, and you're going to see the rubric within the assignment is going to have you identify where there's overlap between my lectures and the resource and where there might be unique information that you learned. And then, as I said, some weeks you'll have unique assignments. This first week, you'll have this assignment called New Online Student Mistakes to Avoid, and that's not a complex assignment, but you'll want to do that. You'll also have your chapter quiz and then that follow-up chapter assignment that I mentioned. But there's also this thing called a pretest. In this class, we want you to start with some initial questions. You aren't supposed to get them all right. The idea is you show us your baseline of information, and then if there's a pretest, there's a post-test. So at the end of the semester, you're going to take a post-test, and it's going to show us how did you improve in your knowledge about psychology. If you complete the pretest, you get the full 100 points, regardless of what your score is. But you have to actually complete the pretest for that to show up in your grade. So here's the recorded lectures, and then I've got extras in case you want to do it. And remember, there's that meet with the professor assignment, and it's going to be initially available by Zoom unless you email me for a separate time. And you'll see in this first week, I have openings on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And if you go to this, it'll take you to a Google page where you can sign up. In each of those times that I've listed, there are 8 slots. So up to 8 people can meet in this little Zoom discussion. And each week it's going to be a discussion just about some of the content. You don't even have to have read the chapter for it to be of value to you. So that's how we get to the modules, how we look at those things. I want you to know that down below, you have some other resources, and there's those modules again. You can go quick to those. There's also how to plagiarism. When it comes to APA stuff later, you'll have resources here. You'll have the course syllabus that I want to show you, some other pages, and then how to get a hold of me by email. So let's go to the course syllabus. So in this, you're going to see that there's an assignment that you'll have stuff that's got a due date. This first one is on Tuesday, and then the next group is not due until Sunday. And so this is an easy way to see what's coming up. And then here, you'll see that we have actually weighted grades in this class. And that means that there's groupings. So all the weekly assignments that you'll be doing are going to account for 25% of your grade in this class. The quizzes are going to account for 20%. And then there's some other assignments that are going to break out the rest. There will be extra credit, but it won't be until the end of the semester. So it's going to remain 0 until all grades are posted. And I'll tell you about that way when we get into November. So that is our class. You are invited to get into Canvas, to look at what's there, and to figure out if you have specific questions for me. And again, email me. I am delighted that you're here, and I want to help you learn well and help you be successful. So welcome to General Psychology George Fox Digital. My name is Chris Kays, and I'm ready for this fall semester with you. Thank you.